Welcome to Salem Witch Trials Daily for Saturday, July 30th, 1692. I'm Josh Hutchinson.
This is Sarah Jack. Today, Constable William Starling arrested Mary Green and Hannah Bromage in Haverhill. The Salem justices questioned the two suspects as well as Mary Toothaker.
No record of Mary Green's examination exists now, but we do know the justices questioned the other woman arrested today. When Hannah Bromage was examined, the justices made her shake hands with the number of afflicted persons. Those who had not accused her of hurting them were unharmed, but Ann Putnam Jr. and Mary Walcott had accused her, and they were stricken with fits, but recovered when Hannah put her hand on them.
Mary Walcott and Ann Putnam Jr.'s testimonies were read, and Ann apparently experienced another fit. During this fit, the other afflicted person said they saw Hannah Bromage's specter on Ann.
Mary Bridges Sr., who had probably confessed yesterday, said that Hannah was part of the group of witches that went to Elizabeth Ballard's house to afflict her. According to Mary, Hannah had sat on Elizabeth's chest.
Ann Putnam Jr. had another fit, and this time Mary Bridges Sr. and Mary Lacey Jr. both said they saw Hannah Bromage on her. Mary Walcott even said she saw Hannah stab Ann with a spear.
Mary Bridges Sr. told Hannah Bromage to confess, or the devil would never leave her alone. Hannah said she had been under some deadness with respect to the ordinances for the matter of 6 weeks, so she's struggling with her religious practice.
While she was in this state, she heard a voice say, "I can help you with strength." She said, "Avoid Satan," meaning, "Get the hell out of here, Satan." A justice asked in what shape the devil came to Hannah, and she explained that she believed he was in her heart.
The four Salem justices, Gedney, Hathorne, Corwin, and Higginson, also examined Mary Toothaker today. The widow of Roger Toothaker, Mary said that in May she had nightmares about the violence of King William's War reaching her home in Billerica. Mary often dreamed of fighting with Native Americans who had allied themselves with the French.
Mary said she would confess, but something at her breast hindered her. She admitted she was often prevented from praying by similar feelings of her breath being stopped.
After a little more prompting from the justices, Mary said the devil had promised her that her witch identity would not be exposed, but even if she were arrested, she would go home free and clear. She had now been serving the devil for nearly 2 years and had concluded that he deluded her.
Mary told the court she had spectrally traveled to Timothy Swan's home to hurt him, and that she could hurt anyone by gripping a dishcloth or other object.
She said the devil appeared to her in the shape of a, quote, tawny man, and promised to keep her from the Native Americans, and she should have happy days.
A justice asked Mary if she had signed the devil's book, and she said he brought her a piece of birch bark in which she etched her mark with her finger.
Mary repeated that she was compelled to serve the devil because he promised she would be safe from attack. Indeed, there would be an attack in her Billerica neighborhood 2 days after this, on August 1st, that resulted in the deaths of neighbors.
She said she had twice gone to the witch meetings in Salem Village along with Mary Bridges Sr. In addition, Mary Green and Hannah Bromage were her fellow witches. Hannah afflicted Timothy Swan by squeezing his arms. Mary Toothaker feared that she herself had choked Timothy.
Following more questioning, Mary said that her sister, Martha Carrier, had accompanied her to the witch meetings along with Mary Bridges Sr., Ann Foster, Mary Green, and Hannah Bromage.
Mary said she saw the devil on the table before her, and she testified that Minister George Burroughs, who she described as a little man, preached at the witch meeting in Salem Village.
Mary had heard talk of there being 305 witches in the country and said that they talked about pulling down the kingdom of Christ and setting up the kingdom of Satan.
Mary also said she knew Elizabeth Howe was at the meetings and that a pretty elderly woman stirred the rest of the witches up to afflict Timothy Swan.
Mary told the justices that she thought she set her hand to the devil's book at the Salem Village meeting.
The justices asked if Mary's dead husband, Roger Toothaker, had told their daughter, Martha Emerson, to kill a witch named Bolton or Button. Mary said Martha had been at the Salem Village witch meeting with her. Their society consisted of them plus Hannah Bromage, Ann Foster, Mary Green, Mary Lacey Sr., Mary Lacey Jr., Richard Carrier, Martha Carrier, and an aged woman.
After the court hearings, William Starling transported the suspects to the jail up in Ipswich. Mary Green's husband, Peter, accompanied them, as he had done on the way down to Salem.
On August 4th, Rebecca Wilkins testified that today, July 30th, John Willard afflicted her by choking and pulling her ear into pieces.
The Court of Oyer and Terminer summoned witnesses against Martha Carrier. They instructed the constables of Andover to warn Allen Toothaker, Ralph Farnham Jr., John Farnham, Benjamin Abbott, Sarah Abbott, Andrew Foster, Phoebe Chandler, Samuel Holt Sr., and Samuel Preston Jr. to attend court at 10 o'clock on the morning of Tuesday, August 2nd.
Finally, Elizabeth Cary escaped from the Cambridge jail today. Reverend Samuel Willard's son John, a different John Willard than the one that was afflicting the Wilkins, helped Nathaniel arrange the escape.
As Elizabeth made her way south to Rhode Island, Nathaniel stayed behind and was arrested. Some of his goods were confiscated and he spent half a day in jail, but soon he was in Rhode Island with his wife. From there, the two traveled to New York.